Now it's just like, I'm going live when I want to. See, there it is. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Shredding Social with the one, the only Joe. It's like, can you hear Joe? This is the crowd going wild. Every time I go live with you, it's like, yes, the crowd is going nuts. But
let's go. I'm so excited today.
I'm excited today too. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Joe, to you and yours. Will you be my Valentine? That's weird. That never mind. We're gonna go there. That's oh man, come on.
Your podcast Valentine.
I like it. We're now podcast Valentines. That's not weird.
Appropriately red shirted today.
You like that? That was my wife. We can thank her for that. She's like, hey, you're going to be on, like, you have a show today. You're going to be Shredding Social. You have your community call today. Maybe you should show up like in fashion. And I said, let's do it. So there you go. Thanks to my wife. She's incredible. There's my Valentine. There's my shout out. But Joe, we're talking about sharing the love because you and I are all about that. And first and foremost, we want to share the love with our incredible Shredding Social community because you and I have been doing this for a while now, and we consistently have people show up. We continue to have people learn and people to even like reach out to us like, guys, love what you're sharing. So we want a big shout out to all our Shredding Social community members.
And everybody who is watching this, because it's not just, so hot tip, if you are watching this on LinkedIn, which is where I think we probably get most of our views,
most by far.
Anyway, is we do have a Shredding Social community on Facebook.
We do.
And, where we do talk a little more about social media tips, tricks, and other ideas on there. So if you are on LinkedIn and would like to be in that, shoot me a message, comment here below, and we'll get you in on that.
I say you definitely want to. We do share a few more things in there for that community. It's not a paid group. It's just, hey, come join us. We want to share. We try to be as valuable as possible to all of you, and that's why we want to share the love today. We're going to be talking about what's really fun. And Joe, you and I have been talking about this quite a bit now, but you get to share and profess your love for something that I think is it truly is beginning to. At first, I'm going to be honest. You and I have gone through a couple of different AIs. Like we've seen a few different programs, but ChatGPT continues to amaze us. Like it literally is almost creepy how good it is. It's like, man, this is really good.
It has become the love of my professional life. I'm not gonna lie. My wife is the love of my life. She's the absolute best. But like ChatGPT has literally changed my life. Like I get so many amazing ideas from it. I've studied this like every night after I go home after a long day of work, of meetings and whatever else here in the office. I love to go home, put the kids to bed, and watch training videos from people who have had success on using ChatGPT about how to write a better prompt, how to get the most out of it. I love it so much. It's a problem.
Some of you go home and watch Hulu and Netflix. Joe goes home and plays with ChatGPT.
I literally do every night.
That's awesome.
I did have it write a little love poem.
Oh, I'm already sharing it. Don't worry. I'm about to share this right now because I think this is absolutely brilliant. So for those who want to see Joe's true love when it comes to ChatGPT, let me see. Why won't it let me share this? What's going on here? Let me share it. There we go. There we go. So this is Joe's poem here. Can you all see this?
Ode to mortgage technology.
I almost want to read it like
my life. I mean, I've been in this doing mortgage technology for the last 15 years. And it is fantastic what you can do. And we should all appreciate the amount that technology does for the mortgage industry.
Oh, 100%.
So this is a little love poem. We don't have to read it, but
no, I'm going to read it in my best Dr. Seuss voice. I'm going to share my love for Joe today. And here we go. Ready, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Mortgage technology may not be traditionally romantic, but for loan originators, it's truly fantastic. The ability to improve efficiency and compliance makes for smoother lending with greater reliance. Scaling marketing efforts is no small feat, but with tech advancements, it's hard to beat. Loan originators can reach far and wide, connecting with clients from any side. Streamlined processes and automated tasks mean loan originators can better multitask. Clients receive faster, more personalized care, and loan originators can breathe a sigh of fresh air. So on this Valentine's Day, let's give a cheer for mortgage technology that makes lending so dear. It may not be flowers or candy that we seek, but with tech by our side, we'll always feel unique. Happy Valentine's. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
that.
is Joe's professing his love for this incredible Joe. Let's call it as it is. You and I have dedicated our lives to this industry. We do have a love for it. And
Yes.
all kidding aside, this just shows how utilizing a technology can help us continue to share the love with our communities. You putting this out there keeps you forefront in their minds. And I even told you, this is so Joe Wilson. I love, like, it has begun to be like, it knows you. And that's why this, again, this is a tool, a resource that you should all be utilizing. I'm excited to start seeing Joe Wilson's like videos on how to better use ChatGPT. I have a feeling they're coming. So.
Well, actually, stay tuned because next week I'll be doing a whole live event with Fabi Nagmi all about how to use ChatGPT for your mortgage business. So hot tip for that one.
I was going to say, stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited to learn from you guys.
Because honestly, like it is very powerful, but I will say this, you do have to use it right. And that's where the one thing that I'll say is that I think a lot of people are scared that's going to take over jobs and businesses and everything like that. But I think that it won't, because most people will not use it properly. They're just going to ask it basic lame-o questions and they're not going to get anything out of it. You have
100%.
to love, just like loving somebody, right? You get out what you put in. And if you only put in, just the least amount of effort, you're not going to get a true loving relationship.
Oh, 100%. If you half-ass anything in this world, you never get to see the entire potential of it. So, which is exactly what we're talking about community-wise. And again, you even text me. We use ChatGPT for the outline of this conversation today. And I want to screenshot it because I was just like, dang, this thing is getting smarter. But we want to talk about why community is so important. And that's why, again, we're sharing the love with all you. And all of you should take this opportunity today to go share the love with your communities. Go out there and appreciate them. Be grateful for them. Whether you have 100 followers, 100,000 followers, you really should take the time to go and engage with them and to really not profess your love. That sounds weird, but just tell them how much you appreciate them.
Appreciation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's important. I mean, and I think this is something that you talk a lot is that your social media followers are not followers. They're your community, right?
100%.
And community, again, it's you have to put out what you want to get back, right? And it's not just about speaking to them, but it's speaking with them, and showing that love can be done very organically without writing an ode to mortgage technology or being over the top lovey-dovey. But just
I'm going to get that to go viral, Joe. I'm literally going to start sharing the crap out of that. I'm going to start tagging people and be like, hey, got to share this, got to share this. I want that.
So. I would love to see that go viral. That'd be great.
Getting it to go viral. But no, to your point, Joe, it is your community. And we overthink it. Sometimes, again, we are so focused on getting more followers or likes, we forget about the people that are already there for us, that have helped us get to where we're at. Whether you're just beginning this journey, wherever you are on this journey of social media, building relationships, creating communities, you literally have to you have to take a step back and be like, hey, who has helped me get here? And Joe, for me, Joe was one of those people to me. Joe has helped me achieve. He's part of my community. He's part of my trusted friends and people that I look to as a mentor, as a leader. So take a second to thank those people, because I thank Joe on the regular. So literally, if you do nothing else on social media today, go back and give some much needed gratitude and appreciation to your community members who have truly helped you get to where you are today.
Yeah, and I think on that same vein too, give a personal message to several key people who have been instrumental in your life, and do that today as well, right? We preach about this all the time, about engaging with your community on a regular basis. Take this opportunity today on being Valentine's Day to share appreciation and love to those that have lifted you up along the way, who are, we all have those 10, 15, 20 people that comment or like on basically all of our posts.
Yep.
And maybe a few of those are my own family members, but I will share that love to them as well. But you can always count on those people, and you should tell them, thank you. That means a lot that you're always consistently supporting me. And I think
Joe,
that's to do.
I think that is brilliant. Even if they are people always joke, oh, well, it's my grandma or my mom. Damn, you better give grandma some love today, man, because she's out there and she's still helping. She's been supporting you. It doesn't matter if she's actually getting you business or not. She's been your number one fan and supporter. So show her some love, show her some appreciation, because that goes a long way. It really does, especially on a day like today. So I think, Joe, you nailed it. go out there, give them a personal message, not just like, don't just go and do a generic post to the world. Like tag someone. Like if you're going to mention those people, I always tell people, be very cautious of like tagging the world in it. But if you're going to mention people, like tag them in it. They say, hey,
let's talk about that for just a moment though,
okay,
because I would like your opinion on this. I don't think we've ever actually talked about this. Is that, the strategic tagging of individuals for your posts. There are individuals that I see all the time, and I actually don't have a formal opinion on this, so I'm really curious about your perspective on this. But there are folks that will tag 20, 30 people on a post, and there are folks that will only tag 2 or 3 people on a post. Is there like what's your perspective on this?
Okay, I have a very, very strong opinion on this. Hey, what is up, Trend? Hashtag shredding. Thanks for joining us on Shredding Social. My opinion is this in particular is for a while on LinkedIn in particular, this was a very big, and it still is a practice. And LinkedIn, it's still efficient. I will say it's very efficient. You will get a wider reach. We've tested it on LinkedIn in particular, but it's tacky. I've actually begun to literally, I will ask people, please do not tag me, just to get reach in front of my audience. And I'm just blaming like, hey, if you are talking about me specifically, or if it has something to do like a reference of something I have done, or we're working on collaborating something together, awesome. But don't tag a bunch of industry influencers just because you want their reach. Like it really, and people see it. People like when they see 40 people tagged in a post, it's like,
I do give it a little bit of a side eye. That's for sure.
I do.
It's a side eye. Now, I respect the game, and I think that in some cases it's nice to do, and I get what they're trying to do. But I also did a little more research on this too, as I'm trying to formulate opinion on it.
Yeah.
And what I found with the LinkedIn algorithm, I found some kind of like person that works for LinkedIn was talking about the algorithm, about how to how many hashtags you should do, how many people you should tag, things like that.
Sure.
They did mention that if you tag an individual either in the text or the image and they don't like or comment on it, it will actually
hurt you.
It will hide you a little bit more, right?
Yep,
So
I've heard that.
You have to be if you're going to use that strategy, make sure that you know the people that you are tagging and that you expect them to actually engage, or else you will not work the algorithm the right way.
See, and Joe, this is just it. When I go to LinkedIn in particular, like if I pull to my LinkedIn right now and I see somebody who's tagged me and it says like you and how many people have been tagged in this. If I see then there's more than just a couple of people, I literally I will not go to the post for that reason. But if there's 2 or 3 people tagged in it and I know that it's referencing me or something that I have said, that great. Like, yes. And then I will actually personally engage with it. Like you've tagged me in things and I will go and I will comment. I will be intentional sharing the love because that's what that's really what you're trying to do. You're trying to give credit or you're trying to give a kudos to whoever you're tagging. So I love that we're talking about sharing the love because there's a right way to share the love and there's a wrong way to share.
There's much love being shared.
Yeah. Very, very good point. So yeah, to that point,
the wrong way, right? Yes. There's, let's talk about love, right? I mean, there's my wife when we.
Oh, geez.
If I told the story, but I'm gonna do it anyway. About 6 months to a year into our marriage, my wife, I get home from work and she's got a book for me, and it's the love line, the five
love languages,
and she's like, "You're not doing this right." And I read the book and I found out how to show that love to my wife, right? And it's the same thing on social media, right? Some people might love to be tagged in all these posts and want to engage with it and love that, but other people may not. So you have to understand who you're tagging, who you're working with in your community, and show them that love or work with them appropriately.
I agree, 100%. Share the love and share where I can get that hat. Trent, I'll hit you up with a hat. No, to your point, this is actually oh my gosh, we could literally dive into this whole thing. But the whole 5 love languages book, my wife did something similar because she's like, man, you can work on this. But you could learn a lot from that. All you listening and watching today, it directly correlates with how you engage with a community. Like, I'm not even joking. If you read that book and you utilize it with how you are creating content and how you truly are building a community, it will make your social media experience so much more enjoyable, that it won't just be a business transaction. You will literally be doing it for the service and benefit. And again, to really help and to serve your community. So I'm just going to say that maybe me and Joe, maybe we're going to turn into like the dating coaches on. We're going to be the mortgage dating coaches. And
if you do go to socialcoach.com, it is on the dating site. So you can try that first. Try that if you like.
Is socialcoach.com a dating website?
Yes, it is. It teaches Australian men how to pick up on.
No.
Oh, it's true. We are socialcoach.io.
Oh my gosh.
It's bad.
The regular screen. All you all should go to socialcoach.com
go there. After you're done, go to socialcoach.io.
.io. Oh, that reminds me of a story. Remind me to tell you a story after we get off this call. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it.
We gotta wrap this up.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Share the love. Go engage with your community. Be intentional about it.
What's going on here?
Dal, she's on the way. Socialcoach.com. There we go. Joe, you're amazing. Thanks for everything you share. Ladies and gentlemen, every single Tuesday, you can come hang out with Joe and I. And we're going to be sharing the love every single week. We want to help you build your community and truly build your business when it comes to social media. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys all here next week. Later.